customer is looking to have a bid to have his front steps replaced. Obviously they're falling apart. Originally there was some talk about repair, but we're not going to repair these. These are going to be replaced. So we're going to bid this two different ways with two different configurations. So the first configuration is in the same configuration that it currently is. Right now it's got a 4-foot landing, 2 1-foot treads, and a lower area here. Now the problem that we have is that these steps are too tall. We've got this first step I want to say is 10 inches, and this is 8 inches, and this is 7 inches, which is 25. 25 over the course of 3 it's just too tall. So we would take out the bottom tread here, or the bottom landing here, and we would replace it and raise it up to 7 inches. Currently it's at 5. So if we raise it up to the same height as all the other treads, then we can have conforming heights over the course of 4 treads. So that's the first one, is to have a similar footprint to what it is right now. The first way is replace it using Fond du Lac and limestone treads. The second way is to do a short pour, have actually finished concrete on the faces and sides, but then to cap to do all the flat areas with limestone. Yeah, so we'd have to set it on the treads and then tuck point the back side. So yeah. Then the second configuration is just to replace the steps, to leave this front pad, to replace the steps, but to add an extra riser. So since we've got 25-ish inches, instead we'd have 4 6¼ inch risers. So similar, it's similar footprint. It might be a little bit, probably cheaper to do it this way, but instead of having 3 risers, we have 4 risers at 6 inches apiece. Using Fond du Lac and limestone, or a short pour with limestone. And in the second configuration, we'd leave this front pad here and just go around it. So it's 6 feet from this veneer here to the front there, and it's obviously going maybe 3-ish inches onto there, but it actually goes back a little bit deeper here, so it's probably more like 4 feet 2 inches or 4 feet 3 inches. So that gives us the extra space that we need in the overhang, etc., etc. So we'll be within the range of what it needs to be. So this is on Minnehaha Parkway. We'll probably can't get a dumpster on here, so we'll probably need to use the dump truck. It's a small step, so we could probably just put it in the back of the dump truck. Crush rock. Yeah, they've got a pretty wide driveway here. Once again, not a terribly big step, so it might make sense to haul it in with the dump truck, Nick. But yeah, we'll see. Just so you know, very low likelihood of getting this job. The other people, he's had 3 other bids, and he wanted to have some grinding and tuck pointing done on the face of his house. And I was frank with him. I said, that's not really our specialty. And he says, and so he thought about it for a while, and he still wants us to do the estimate. But I mean, we've got stuff coming off the house over here. We've got just stuff all along here, and that's not really what we do. So he said, well, go ahead and bid it. So yeah, we'll see what happens.